Good day, everyone. How are you all doing? This is Yix here, Magna Crypto, back again with another video. So in today's video, I'm just going to do a little catch up. The market the altcoin market seems to be exploding. Somewhat expected. Obviously, there's no guarantees, but it did look like altcoins were about to explode, especially Ethereum, as mentioned in previous videos. So today's video is going to be about looking at that, and also XRP and another few coins. But absolutely amazing. It's currently at $592. Breaking recent highs. It hasn't gotten this high since back in July of 2018, and previous before that, basically, in the previous bull run and just after that. But it's absolutely going on a crazy one at the moment. Potentially, I could see it go to $600, which is just around the corner. But then after that, there isn't too much in the way to around $700 and even $800. So keep your eyes on Ethereum. It is definitely on a mad one. So, why is this happening? There's no particular reason. Except the fact that these kind of cycles is how it normally happens, where Bitcoin goes on a very strong rally, and you can't get stronger than what it's been doing in the last few weeks, absolutely smashing yearly highs and just coming short of the all-time high. And in the meantime, the rest of the market has been fairly quiet, just kind of crawling along, still going higher, but nowhere near to the extent of Bitcoin. So now Bitcoin is only gone up 1.7% at the moment, which is still a lot. However, the rest of the market seems to be rallying much stronger. Now, if we actually look at Bitcoin's chart, in the last 4 days, or last 3 days even, we've had one, massive red candle, but, there seems to be still a lot of buying pressure, as indicated by this wick over here. And if we look at it on the 4 hourly, we've created what could be a little bit of a range. So we've got a low point of around 70,600 over here, and then we seem to be we seem to have a little high of around 18,800. So in my opinion, there's still a possibility for us to keep going higher. If we manage to break this range high of about 18,800 and close above it on the 4 hourly, then we could go ahead and break that $19,000 barrier, which would be insane. But at the moment, it looks like it's the altcoins that are rallying. You can see the total market cap of altcoins. It's currently 4% in the green, and the total market cap is only 2%. That's because Bitcoin's not moving too much. Now, another thing, if you look at the total market cap for the week on the weekly time frame for altcoins, you can see, as mentioned before, that we've been in this ascending triangle, and now we've exploded, massively to the upside. Currently at a resistance level of around 190 billion. We're just above it at the moment on the weekly, but let's go to the daily. If we stay above this, we could potentially rocket to 245 billion. There's still some resistance in the way, but that's the next major peak. So if this is the rally, then prepare for a massive inflow of money. And that could be coming from Bitcoin. As I said, normally how it happens is, Bitcoin goes up, and then people search for higher yield, higher returns. And where do they find that? In the altcoins. Ethereum is the first one, followed by the rest of the altcoin market. So that's what's happening at the moment. Let's go back to Ethereum and look at it on the daily time frame. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. If we go back to, you can see here, so this is back in June, mid 2018 during like somewhat of the bear market. This is one of the last peaks. You can see there's a lot of action over here. If we manage to break this point, then like I said, I think 700 and potentially 800 is next. And if you compare it to Bitcoin's rally, that's not far-fetched of a target to get to 700 and 800. So do stay, pay attention and see how this progresses. Over to XRP, which has absolutely been smashing as well. It seems to have taken the limelight away from Bitcoin and Ethereum because it's gone up 100% in a short space of time. So beginning of November, that would have been 108% increase. But even if we look from, let's say, this point here, that's a 70% increase. That's insane. But we've had a red candle yesterday on the daily closure. It looks like a lot of indecision, a lot of buying pressure, a lot of selling pressure. So it's just stuck in the middle. But if you look at it from on a 4-hourly, as I mentioned to my members in the private Telegram group, it looks like it's forming somewhat of an ascending triangle. And we all know where that tends to lead to, which is a breakout to the upside. That's what it looks like. I never trust, I tend not to trust XRP when it comes to chart patterns because it just does what it wants. But that is what it's looking like. So if this does lead to a breakout, then we could, of course, see another attempt at 50 cent. No pun intended. And then after that, we could see the next targets I had in my mind, I don't know if I actually put it down, was 57 cents, and then the high point of 76 cents. So those are the next peaks that I've got the targets that I've got my eye on. As I said, XRP tends to, what I mentioned in my previous video, XRP tends to operate in bursts. It doesn't normally just kind of slowly get to a point. It explodes to a new level. So those are the targets that I've got in mind. And it could happen today. It could happen this week. As I said, on the 4-hourly, you saw that it clearly looks like an ascending triangle. So that's, it could be imminent that this breakout happens. Even let's have a look at Litecoin. Litecoin has been doing very, very well as well. After it broke out from that $63 resistance level, it hit the next target of $78, and now it's looking to go to the next target of $91. Currently, it's at $88. So, we're basically there. Will it get rejected from this point? We don't know, because this is a strong level of resistance. And you can see as well here, there's a lot of wicks that tried to get past this and got rejected. So there's a lot of action in this area. So we'll have to see what happens next. Let's have a look at Link. Now, to me, this, I'll be, as you can see, very honest, it looked somewhat of a rising wedge. So I was thinking we might have a breakout to the downside. This hasn't happened. It's actually gone to the upside. There was some selling pressure up at $15, but we closed at this point for the week, and now we're attempting to break this resistance level at around $15. If we do, then obviously we'll be going towards the next peak of $16.45, 46, and then all the way back up to $20, potentially all-time high. Let's get rid of that. So let's see how it continues, but it's looking very bullish. This trend line over here seems to be valid still. So that's good to see. A very strong support level. It's continuing on. It's just looking like altcoins are rallying as expected after Bitcoin. So this is very, very good to see. let's just finish off by looking at one article from Blackrock CIO. And he said Bitcoin is here to stay and replace gold. Very big words from someone who's in a very high position. Blackrock is, manages assets of over $7 trillion. That's insane. $7 trillion. He basically says, he talks about, he thinks that digital currencies and their receptivity, particularly millennials' receptivity of technology and crypto, is real. Digital payment systems are real. But bear in mind, these same people were saying that this is all, Ponzi scheme and blah, blah, blah. It's rubbish. Don't invest in it. However, do know that a lot of these people say this on the media, but then are investing in crypto in the background. Always remember this. They say this, a lot of times. Now it's obviously positive, but they say this a lot of times to allow themselves to get time to invest themselves before the public get involved. But now he's turning bullish. So obviously they've all got their investments in place, their resources in place to benefit from any increases. And a report that Crypto Potatoes confirmed readers' words as it singled out Bitcoin as the most attractive investment instrument for millennials. And this is worldwide, remember, not just the US, worldwide. All millennials are interested in crypto, or are beginning to become interested, because it's not fully mainstream just yet. But obviously we are more about the digital age, less interested in precious metals, more interested in everything to do with apps and just digital world. So let's move on. The executive at BlackRock noted that I don't do a lot of it, invest in Bitcoin or any of it in my corporate portfolios. Don't listen to that. They could very well be doing this or getting ready to do that. And it's hard to say if it's worth the price it's trading today. However, he outlined that due to the aforementioned durable mechanism, it could take the place of gold to a large extent. He believes that the crypto is much more functional than the precious metal, as it's much easier to send coins from one spot to another using the internet rather than passing a bar of gold around. 100%. It's much more portable. You can send it instantly anywhere in the world. You can send $10 billion worth of Bitcoin within a few minutes. But if you want to send $10 billion worth of gold, that would be a massive task. That would require planes and huge security teams and all that stuff. So yeah, a very interesting article, very positive to see. Let's finish off with looking at ETH BTC, right? This just shows you obviously that Ethereum is beating BTC at the moment, but this obviously is our altcoin indicator. So it means that altcoins are rallying because Ethereum is the leader, and this signals that the rest of the altcoin market will start to explode very soon. Because when Ethereum goes up, it goes up 5%, 10%, something like that, 20%. But when the rest of the DeFi coins explode, it's like 50, 60, 100%. So get ready for that. So this could be a rally towards the next level of this resistance level. So Bitcoin dominance will probably start to decrease. It's decreased a little bit, not too much, but it'll probably start to decrease a bit more. So that'll be all for this video. Altcoins are rallying. I hope you've already got your positions in. I think this is just the beginning, but we'll have to see. Bitcoin might not be done just yet, so keep your eyes open. And yeah, hope you got some value from that, and see you in the next video. Peace.